I think the most valuable thing for me is thinking about collaboration at 3 levels. So I guess across each of the inputs over the last day and a half, we've touched on collaboration at an organisational level, whether that's crossing silos or actually with other companies or across boundaries. Secondly, we've looked at collaboration at a team level, and this notion that in the environment that we're in now, teams may come together on a much more virtual or less stable basis, so that's got me really thinking. And then collaboration at an individual level, brought out by Rob Cross. So I'm walking away starting to put my ideas in each of those 3 buckets, and I found that framing really helpful. Well gosh, this is my first CRF conference, and I can't quite believe that we're a day and a half in. I think headlines for me, I found a really thoughtful thread that's run through all of the speakers and content that's really helped pull it together for me. So secondly, really refreshing depth of content. I guess I've been to conferences before where I almost feel I'm getting sold content, whereas here I felt I was being given content that I can process and take back into the context in which I work and I operate. And I guess finally, I've really loved the power of storytelling that each of the speakers has used in their own way, but they've used that to bring to life the key concepts. So whether that was Hamish and talking about his experience at Eurostar, instead of selling rail tickets, they were selling weekend experiences. Or Amy using the story of the Chilean miner disaster, but to really bring together the content throughout her presentations. They're probably three of my headline thoughts. I think the headline takeaway from Amy's session, particularly yesterday, was this notion that the distinction between, say, directional leadership and inclusive leadership is not binary. What Amy was sharing was that I guess quite often we talk about leadership styles moving through phases and you move from one to the other, and I guess what she was saying, to make a really valuable leadership contribution to collaboration, actually it's a bit of both. And as a leader you can perhaps set the frame or set the discipline or process, with the word she used, for how then colleagues go on to collaborate, but you leave them with the freedom to collaborate across their work and their expertise. And that notion of balance and legitimising the 2 different styles of leadership were my headline takeaway.